The crowd thought it was just another normal moment on stage, until Jungkook suddenly stepped closer to Seokjin with a grin nobody could read. For a split second, the entire arena went silent. Then, without warning, Jungkook slowly lifted Seokjin's shirt in front of thousands of screaming fans, revealing the body nobody was prepared to see. Seokjin's reaction instantly became the center of attention. The way he looked down, the small smile he tried to hide, and Jungkook's fearless teasing energy made fans completely lose control online. Cameras started shaking, screams echoed across the venue, and within minutes, clips of the moment spread everywhere. But what shocked fans the most wasn't just Seokjin's unbelievable physique. It was the intense chemistry between them that nobody could ignore. Some fans called it playful. Others said the tension felt way too real. And the more people replayed the moment, the more mysterious Jungkook's true intention became. The atmosphere inside the arena changed the moment Jungkook moved closer to Seokjin. What started as a playful interaction during rehearsal suddenly became something nobody could stop talking about. Fans who were recording casually froze in shock as Jungkook reached for the edge of Seokjin's hoodie with an expression that looked far too confident to be accidental. The giant screens captured every tiny detail. The way Seokjin lowered his gaze for a second. The way Jungkook smirked right before lifting the fabric slightly higher. And the exact moment Seokjin's toned abs appeared under the bright stage lights, the entire venue exploded into deafening screams. People near the front rows were seen covering their mouths in disbelief, while others jumped uncontrollably, unable to process what had just happened. Thousands of phones instantly tilted upward, desperate to capture the moment before it disappeared. Within seconds, clips began spreading online faster than anyone expected. But the real reason fans couldn't move on from the moment wasn't just Seokjin's visuals. It was Jungkook's reaction afterward that made everything feel dangerously intense. Instead of stepping away awkwardly, Jungkook stayed close. Too close. His eyes lingered on Seokjin longer than fans thought necessary, and Seokjin's attempt to stay calm only made the tension even stronger. Every small movement between them suddenly felt loaded with hidden meaning. Online communities immediately exploded with theories. Some believed Jungkook planned the entire thing from the beginning after noticing Seokjin teasing fans earlier backstage. Others were convinced the moment revealed a side of their relationship nobody had ever fully understood before. Edits flooded social media within minutes. Slow-motion clips of Jungkook lifting the hoodie reached millions of views almost instantly. Fans replayed the exact second over and over, analyzing Seokjin's expression frame by frame as if there was a secret hidden behind his shy smile. The hashtags climbed trending charts at unbelievable speed. Even people who didn't follow them closely started searching for the video after hearing about the crowd's reaction. Comments poured in nonstop, with fans admitting they had never seen chemistry this intense during a live stage moment before. What made everything even more mysterious was Seokjin's behavior afterward. Instead of acting embarrassed, he stayed unusually quiet while Jungkook continued glancing at him with playful satisfaction. The cameras caught Seokjin briefly fixing his hoodie while trying to hide a smile that only fueled fans' imaginations even more. The energy between them became impossible to ignore for the rest of the night. Every time they stood next to each other, the crowd reacted louder than before. Every accidental touch suddenly felt intentional. Every glance created another wave of screaming from fans who were still recovering from the earlier moment. Backstage rumors quickly started spreading online after several fans claimed staff members were seen laughing nervously once the performance ended. Nobody knew exactly what happened behind the scenes, but the mystery only made the viral moment grow bigger. Hours later, the clips continued dominating timelines across multiple platforms. Reaction videos appeared everywhere. Fans who originally planned to sleep stayed awake, replaying the footage repeatedly, trying to understand why such a short interaction felt so emotionally overwhelming. And somehow, the more people watched it, the more impossible it became to look away. The next morning, the internet still hadn't calmed down. Instead, the moment grew even bigger. New fan recordings from different angles began appearing online, revealing details nobody noticed during the live show. One particular clip immediately caught everyone's attention. It showed Jungkook staring at Seokjin for several seconds before touching the hoodie, almost as if he had already decided what he was about to do long before the crowd realized it. Fans slowed the video down repeatedly. The closer they looked, the more intense the moment felt. Jungkook's expression didn't look random anymore. It looked deliberate, confident, almost challenging. And Seokjin's reaction made everything worse in the best possible way. Instead of pulling away instantly, he froze for a brief moment under Jungkook's touch. Just 1 second. But that single second became enough for millions of fans to completely lose their minds online. People started asking the same question everywhere. Why did that moment feel so personal? Major fan accounts began posting emotional edits with dramatic music layered over the footage. Millions of views poured in overnight. Comment sections turned chaotic with fans admitting they couldn't stop replaying the interaction even hours later. Some called it the most dangerous level of chemistry they had ever seen on stage. Others believed there was something deeper hidden underneath the playful teasing. As the clips continued spreading, another detail suddenly became the center of attention. Right after Jungkook lifted Seokjin's shirt, Seokjin had quietly looked toward him again while fixing his hoodie. It lasted less than 2 seconds, but fans claimed the eye contact felt too real to ignore. Theories exploded instantly. Some believed they were simply joking around during rehearsal energy. Others insisted the tension between them felt emotionally different compared to their usual playful moments. A few fans even pointed out how unusually protective Jungkook looked afterward whenever Seokjin moved around the stage. The more people analyzed the footage, the more mysterious the entire situation became. Hours later, hashtags connected to the moment dominated trending pages across multiple countries. News pages started reposting screenshots from the performance. Reaction channels uploaded emotional breakdowns explaining why the interaction felt so unforgettable. Even casual viewers who had never followed them closely admitted the chemistry on stage was impossible not to notice. But the biggest shock came later that night. A Backstage clip briefly surfaced online before disappearing almost immediately. The video quality was blurry, the audio barely understandable, yet fans instantly became obsessed with it. Jungkook and Seokjin were standing side by side near the stage entrance while staff members moved around them. Seokjin appeared to be laughing quietly, while Jungkook leaned closer toward him with an unreadable expression that sent fans into complete chaos. Nobody knew who leaked the footage. Nobody knew why it vanished so quickly. And somehow, that only made everything feel even more suspicious. Fans spent hours trying to re-upload the deleted clip, but most versions disappeared within minutes. The mystery surrounding it fueled even bigger discussions online. Some fans believed the company intentionally removed it because the chemistry looked too intense. Others thought people were overreacting. Still, nobody could deny one thing. Something about that night felt different. Even during their final stage appearance before leaving the arena, the atmosphere between them stayed unusually emotional. Jungkook remained close to Seokjin almost the entire time. Tiny gestures that normally would have gone unnoticed suddenly became impossible to ignore. A hand brushing against a sleeve. A glance held half a second too long. A hidden smile during the ending stage lights. Fans in the audience later admitted the energy felt strangely intimate compared to previous performances. The crowd reacted to every interaction like it was another shocking moment waiting to happen. And maybe that was exactly why the entire world kept replaying the footage. Because it didn't feel scripted. It didn't feel rehearsed. It felt like fans had accidentally witnessed something they were never supposed to see. By midnight, the entire situation had transformed from a viral stage moment into something much bigger. Fans were no longer just talking about Seokjin's exposed abs or Jungkook's teasing behavior. The conversation had shifted into something deeper, more emotional, and strangely addictive to watch unfold in real time. Every platform was flooded with slowed clips, enhanced edits, and emotional analyses. Some videos zoomed into Jungkook's eyes the exact second he reached for Seokjin's hoodie. Others focused entirely on Seokjin's expression afterward, especially the way his composure seemed to break for the smallest moment before he looked away. Nobody could fully explain why the interaction felt so intense. But everyone felt it. And then another unexpected detail surfaced. Fans discovered that just minutes before the viral moment happened, Jungkook had been unusually quiet during rehearsal. Several backstage fan recordings showed him standing near Seokjin while absent-mindedly watching him from a distance. It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't obvious. Yet once fans connected the clips together, the tension suddenly became impossible to ignore. Theories became more emotional with every hour. Some believed Jungkook had intentionally created the moment because he knew exactly how Seokjin would react. Others thought Seokjin's calm response hinted that this kind of closeness wasn't unusual between them at all. And that idea alone sent the internet into complete chaos. Fans began revisiting older concert footage, searching for hidden moments they may have overlooked before. Small interactions that once seemed harmless suddenly looked completely different now. A lingering touch during a performance months ago. A smile backstage that lasted too long. The way Jungkook instinctively looked for Seokjin during crowded stages. Everything started connecting together, like pieces of a mystery nobody realized existed until now. Meanwhile, news accounts continued reposting screenshots from the performance. Some articles described the moment as playful fan service, while others openly admitted the chemistry between them had become the biggest topic online overnight. The comments underneath only fueled the fire further. People who had never watched a full performance before suddenly became obsessed with understanding why fans were reacting so emotionally. And the answer was always the same. Because the moment didn't look fake. That was what made it dangerous. The expressions felt real. The tension felt unscripted. Even the crowd's reaction sounded less like excitement and more like shock from witnessing something unexpectedly intimate happen in front of thousands of people. Hours later, another unseen angle appeared online from a fan sitting near the side stage. The video quality was shaky, but one specific detail immediately captured attention. Right after Jungkook lowered Seokjin's hoodie back into place, his hand remained there for a second longer than necessary. Just 1 second. But on the internet, 1 second was enough to create an explosion. Fans zoomed in endlessly, debating whether Seokjin subtly leaned closer afterward, or if it was simply the camera movement. Entire discussions formed around that tiny motion alone. The obsession only grew stronger when fans noticed Seokjin acting unusually flustered during the following segment of the show. Normally composed and playful, he seemed quieter than expected, occasionally avoiding direct eye contact with Jungkook despite the younger member constantly staying near him. That contrast made everything feel even more emotional. Jungkook looked fearless. Seokjin looked affected by it. And fans couldn't stop talking about the difference. As sunrise approached in different parts of the world, the viral clips showed no signs of slowing down. View counts climbed into the millions at terrifying speed. Some edits reached trending pages in less than an hour. Even reaction creators admitted they had replayed the footage dozens of times trying to understand why the atmosphere between them felt so overwhelming. But the most mysterious part happened after the concert officially ended. Several fans waiting outside the venue claimed Jungkook and Seokjin left the building together much later than the others. No clear footage existed, only blurry shadows and scattered eyewitness posts that spread rapidly online. Still, that was enough to trigger another massive wave of speculation. Some fans dismissed the rumors immediately. Others became convinced there was more happening behind the scenes than anyone realized. The uncertainty kept people emotionally attached to the story. Because every new detail only created more questions instead of answers. Why did Jungkook seem so confident that night? Why did Seokjin react differently compared to other playful stage moments? And why did the energy between them feel strangely emotional even after the performance ended? Nobody truly knew. But one thing became painfully clear. That single moment on stage had changed the way millions of fans looked at them forever. The days after the concert only made the situation more intense. Instead of fading away like most viral stage moments, the clip of Jungkook lifting Seokjin's shirt continued spreading across every platform at unbelievable speed. Fans who had already watched it dozens of times still returned to replay it again, as if searching for something hidden beneath the obvious teasing. And somehow, every replay revealed another detail nobody noticed before. One slowed version showed Jungkook watching Seokjin long before the moment happened, almost distracted by him during the performance. Another angle captured Seokjin unconsciously biting his lip while adjusting his hoodie afterward, triggering another wave of emotional reactions online. The internet completely lost control. Fans started comparing the moment to older interactions from previous tours, convinced there had been signs building up to this for years. Clips from Backstage documentaries resurfaced. Old concert footage suddenly gained millions of new views overnight. Tiny moments everyone once ignored were now being analyzed like pieces of evidence connected to something much bigger. And the deeper fans looked, the stranger everything felt. Because Jungkook's behavior around Seokjin had changed recently in ways nobody fully understood until now. He stayed closer during stages, looked at him more often, reacted faster whenever Seokjin laughed. At first, nobody thought much about it. But after the hoodie moment, those small details started feeling emotionally dangerous to fans who couldn't stop connecting the dots together. Even people outside the fandom became curious. Reaction channels uploaded emotional breakdowns describing the chemistry as unbelievably real. News pages reposted screenshots from the concert with headlines questioning why the interaction felt so personal. Millions of casual viewers entered the conversation despite knowing almost nothing about them before. But what truly pushed the mystery to another level happened 3 nights later. A new fan-recorded clip surfaced online from the final minutes before the members left the stage. The quality was dark and shaky, but fans immediately noticed something unusual. While everyone else was waving toward different sections of the crowd, Jungkook briefly leaned toward Seokjin again. Nobody could hear what was said. Nobody could fully see their expressions. But Seokjin's reaction became the newest obsession online. He suddenly looked down while smiling to himself in a way fans had never seen before. It wasn't loud or playful. It looked soft, almost vulnerable. That single expression caused another explosion across social media. Fans described the moment as emotionally impossible to recover from. Others admitted the energy between them no longer felt like normal stage teasing anymore. Every interaction now carried a strange emotional weight that even casual viewers could feel through a screen. The mystery grew even deeper after insiders claimed staff members had become noticeably protective backstage once the clips started trending globally. Rumors spread that phones were restricted in certain areas after the concert ended, though nobody could confirm whether it was actually connected to the viral moment. Still, the rumors continued spreading, and the silence from Jungkook and Seokjin only made fans more obsessed. Neither of them addressed the situation publicly.
No explanations. No denial.
Nothing.